everyone, and welcome. My name is Sophia Wardell, and today we have a very special guest, voice actor and producer Sophia DuJardot. Sophia is the founder of Belvoir Studios, a state-of-the-art digital audio studio that is committed to helping clients find their personal and professional audio brands. Sophia works with clients on commercials, narration, and audiobooks. Thanks for joining us today, Sophia.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, we're so happy to discuss audiobooks with you today. I want to talk a little bit about the Audiobook 101 for authors from the perspective of a voice actor and producer like yourself. So, Sophia, what factors should an author consider when deciding whether to narrate their audiobook themselves or to hire a professional narrator?
That's a really great question. So, this is multifaceted. So, a lot of people think you just get in and talk and it's easy peasy getting through. But there's a couple of factors here that go into play. First and foremost, do you have the space set up where you can do your audiobook narration? Anything that's going to be uploaded to a professional platform, such as Amazon, there are qualifications that you have to have for your audio files. And those can be tricky. Even as a professional narrator, I sit there and go, why is this not meshing up?
Right.
And if this isn't something that you do full time, it can be very frustrating, very difficult to do. So not only controlling the audio files themselves, but your space is also very important, and the time that it takes. So if you're looking at a book, there are formulas online you can type in how to figure out your finished hour. If you're looking at like an average novel and you're saying, okay, it's going to be 7 hours per finished, well, take that time and triple it. That's about how much time it actually takes to produce an audiobook. So
Mm.
time, your space, those pieces all come into play with should you do it yourself or should you hire someone? And then the third thing that I would say is also, are you a good storyteller? Are you
Mm.
someone like when you talk, is someone going to sit there and go, what's next? How does your voice, are you able to do the character voices? And if it's something like a nonfiction, you're telling a story about your life, are you going to be able to produce those emotions and invoke that in your listener? That's also a really key piece. Or is someone going to get on there and go, well, that's kind of interesting. All right, next. So
Right.
being able to like get those emotions out there is really important too. So I'd say those three things are, core things to look at when you're trying to make that decision.
Yeah, that's fantastic advice. And on the other flip side of it, what questions do you believe an author should ask an audiobook producer and narrator to ensure that they're going to get a high quality production?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're interviewing narrators, one of the things that you can do, there's a couple things actually you can do. One, always ask for a 15-minute, can I hear you actually read my book? And you want to pull up parts that maybe have those characters or emotions or both so that you can get a feel for your narrator, if your narrator is going to capture the essence of the story that you're trying to tell. The other piece that I strongly recommend is making sure that your narrator is going to continuously promote your book.
Mm.
You want to make sure they have a website set up where they're able to have your book available for sale, not only the audio piece, but also your other formats that you have, as well as are they going to promote you on social media sites? That's incredibly important.
Mm. Yeah, that's great, great advice. And how would you say that an author could select the right narrator for an audiobook? What do they need to look into?
Yeah, so aside from those pieces of, I would look for a narrator who is established. When someone is brand new, it doesn't mean that you can't try them out. If you're like, I love their voice, I love what they're doing, you want to make sure that they're going to be able to meet the deadlines that you have set. So if you give them a 30-day deadline, are they going to be able to meet that and actually produce the quality that you need to? I would also say that when you're looking at them, go to their social media sites, go to their website, talk to other authors that they've done book narrations for. Check Google. If they're a professional, they should have a Google business listing set up. Read the reviews, check with the Better Business Bureau, check in and see. And I would also recommend not doing full payment upfront before you do anything else.
Right.
That's a little sketchy. I don't know any narrators that require that.
Right, right. That's great advice. I do love the transparency aspect of that, as well as when you get a narrator and you're looking into them, they should be so able to work with you, and negotiable, and they should easily do the 15-minute. They should love your book and want
Yes.
to actually tell your story. So I
Yes.
couldn't agree with you more. And on another note, what would you say, what information should an author have prepared on their end to present to a narrator prior to working together on their audiobook project?
Again, another fantastic question. Any information that I can get from an author is beneficial in creating the book. So one of the things that I talk about is what's your theme? What's your tone? What is the ultimate goal? What are you wanting to make your reader feel through this book? That is
Mhm.
really important. Another piece is providing those character breakdowns, having just a singular document of like the character name, how to pronounce their name, because names can be tricky, and who they are, a little bit of background, just a little paragraph about who they are and how you envision what their voice would sound like. So is this someone who's bright and bubbly, or is this someone who's really sad and depressed all the time? So having that information can help your narrator to bring that story to life for you.
I love that. And I love how you just gave us a little taste of the bright and bubbly to sad all
Yes.
the time. And lastly, I want to close on this section with a question I've thought about. What input should an author have when they're selecting features and working with the
Mm.
narrator on, say, tempo, tone, and character voices? Walk us through with you what that looks like.
Yeah, so I personally have a document that I utilize. So when someone is like, I really love your 15-minute read, I want to move forward with you, I send over a document, and that document has a breakdown so they can put in their characters' names. We then go through a quick 30-minute meeting. We go through each of the characters, and I go through different voices. And I'm like,
Mhm.
so how are you wanting this? This is a little kid, and are they going to talk like this? Are we bringing it down a little more? Are they more like a tomboy? Are they more like, because all of those dynamics change the vocal range that I would be using through the book. So having that time with the author, it's not just like, here's my money, go make the book. It's having that communication. And I love what you had said earlier. It's being able to have those connections between
Mm.
each of you. And that's also incredibly important to make sure of when you're trying to find the correct narrator. Can you work with this person? Are they there and answering your calls and text, or do you go weeks without hearing from them? That's not good.
Right. Well, Sophia, thank you so much. That was wonderful information on how to produce an audiobook and the communication between the narrator and the author.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to today's interview with voice actor and producer Sophia DuJardot. Be sure to check out our website for more videos. Wishing you all a fulfilling and successful writing journey.